Okay, so the last field that we need to check for is the content itself. So this is, oh, sorry, this is no different. So what we just need to do is say $_post, and we need to specify our contact underscore text. Now my text editor online here seems to have gone a bit funny, so I'm just going to save this file and I'm going to close that and we're going to reopen it in our plain text editor. So we're going to have to deal with plain text for now, but that doesn't really matter. Okay, so now what we need to do is we've checked if we've set the contact name, we've checked if we've set the contact email, and we've checked if we've set the contact text. This doesn't mean that the value actually equals anything. So the next thing we need to do is we need to check whether these fields are empty. Considering they're all required, we need them all to equal at least one value. So we are first of all going to set them into their own variable, so we can use them a lot easier inside of our if statement. So what I'm going to do is create an individual variable for each one. So contact underscore name. This can obviously be anything you like, and then we say equals $_post, and then we say contact name. So what we're doing is we're just taking this variable here and we're putting it into a contact name. Now you might be asking, why aren't we doing this outside of our if statement? And the reason we're not doing this outside of our if statement is because this post might not be set. And we're going to get what's called an undefined index or an undefined variable error, because we're assuming this value exists before we've checked that they're set. So remember to always declare your variables inside after you've checked for them being set. So now I'm going to say contact email equals $_post contact email. So we're doing exactly the same thing for each value that we're submitting. Contact underscore text equals $_post contact underscore text. Okay, so we've now got all three variables from our form. Let's just go ahead and echo these out. We can put an echo in front of here. And what this is going to do is just going to echo out each value. So if we click Save Changes and we come into here, let's go ahead and click Send. You can see that the form has been submitted, but nothing's happened with regards to PHP because we've checked using this isSet language construct. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to type Alex for my name. I'm going to type, let's say, my email address in here. And then I can just type a small message in here, so hi, for example. Now let's click Send and see what happens. Okay, so you can see that the first variable has been picked up here, which is in the name field, and then here we've picked up the email address, and then here we've picked up the message. So let's go back to our editor, and let's get rid of this echo parts here because we don't actually want to echo them out to the user. Now after this we can check for their existence, so we can check if they equal nothing. So let's go if not empty contact name, and so we're using this and operator again, not empty contact email. So empty is basically checking if this value is equal to null, and not is saying we don't want it to be empty, so we're making sure this is equal to true by saying we don't want it to be empty. So we're saying and not empty contact underscore text. So let's go down now, and inside here we need to do something if these do exist or these do equal something. So for now I'm just going to echo out OK. Okay, so let's go and try and submit the form without any data. Okay, now let's put, say, A, B and C in here, click Send, and that's OK, so that's worked. What we can actually do is specify an error message if these are or if one of them are empty. Well, in fact, no, these are going to be OR, because what we're doing is we're checking if either of them, or if one out of the three of them is empty. So we need to use this OR instead of AND. So I'm going to echo here, if else, I'm going to say all fields are required. Okay, so let's click Save Changes and see what happens here. So let's click Send, all fields are required, Now we can type A, B or C, or and C, and click OK. So if we were just type in A and B here, and we click send, oh, we're still getting, oh no, sorry, my mistake completely. These should be and. Now the reason I got confused there is because what we would do is if this if statement was if empty, empty, we would say if empty contact name or empty contact email, but we're saying not empty, and we don't want any of them to be empty. So many apologies for that. Okay, so if they are not empty, what do we want to do? Well, that's easy. We want to send an email to ourselves.